You know, 140 series was even a hearse, ambulance car, police car, fire vehicle, taxi cab. Patrick's garage. Why they bought one 800s, 120 Volvo instead of 140 series? Now, when I was young, these old Volvos cost hundreds of dollars. Good ones. But times have changed. Now they cost thousands and thousands of dollars. The body doesn't rot away because it was done correctly by Volvo. You never guess that here was used silicone for valve's cover gasket. If instead of using gaskets we use silicone glue sealer, and that's how we seal them from leaking oil. Now you know silicone is pretty fine. Of course, for a certain period of time it can't last forever. Silicone eventually dries up, cracks, and oil starts leaking again. Maybe you want to find new carpet. I think it's potentially possible. But we'll never know how much time we'll keep finding it. Weather was pretty dreary, and we see dirty car as a result. Now the seats are starting to fray from age, but we can easily repair them. Here maybe you can see a lot of stains, but this non-original seat. This is from 240 series. This original from 140 series. But anyway, vehicle would rust up because of all that stink and salt that they used in winter on roads. But here is 1972 Volvo. You're going to understand why people say these things. Here, in this case, body doesn't rot away. The body doesn't rot away. Can you guess why? Because it was done correctly by Volvo. Because they put frame elements like longerons and rockers into zinc-based primer. But how with ancillary stuff like control arms that are made out of steel, brake rotors that are made out of steel, everything that's made out of steel, of course, going rust. If you have new car and old Volvo, I suspect that a new car will fall apart long before the old Volvo. Yes, of course, you know when your car's brakes, they cost fortune to fix. Of course, a lot of depends of what brand you have versus how much money you want to spend. So depends on so many different variables. You get to figure that one out yourself. Suddenly it was raining. It's better to wash car after the rain. We're cranking it. to lift up and lift down the window. Electronics have tendency to break in earlier the mechanical stuff. That's just plain out fact. And now here is a bonus for those of you who nuts about rear armrest. You hardly can find now 140 series. Look yourself. How many of them have you seen? I hardly even seen them. But you see 120, 140, 740, 840, even 1 800 Volvos all over the place. But we can't find 140 series. Keep in mind it's a used European car. Now realize Chinese own Volvo. If you have old car, if you really want it, you could learn how to do whole bunch of stuff yourself. On the workshops, a lot of guys want to work on these things. Maybe they don't know how they work. Now, hardly enough to find high quality spare parts. But start with basic. Now a lot of stuff, cheap junk. So many of them out there. You never know which one's good and which one's bad. Now a lot of parts are made in China. Volvo Chinese car. So now you can find Chinese parts all over the place. Now, a lot of subcompact modern cars are cheaply made vehicles with a lot of Chinese components inside. And of course, we continue to buy them because they're not so expensive. Now we bought so expensive, fancy stuff which we can't repair. Maybe car manufacturers in cahoots with car dealers. What do you think about it? Please let me know in the comments. It's awesome if you can repair your car yourself. Now, of course, spare parts for old and classic cars not so accessible as in olden days. But if you can find old spare parts, they obviously more sturdy than these parts which we can buy now. Considering all this, remember that now we have great opportunity to buy spare parts online and searching them. Now we can acquire useful parts online. But if we have no so much money to buy the new parts, we can repair the old ones. But very often old new spare parts doesn't comply and it's high price. And of course, when we repair something, we can't able to know what we need for repair, what spot we need. Our repair doesn't always happen how we intended it. And maybe we need additional parts. And we go and bought spare parts again. Now we not cramped in our searching online. Thank you so much for your time. Bye for now.